Well, what we have here are some soils in central Missouri, and this is June 15th, 2017. In January 2017, we applied either 50 pounds of magnesium or 250 pounds. This is 1,000 pounds of magnesium, or we applied calcium sulfate, 2,000 pounds per acre, which winds up being 800 pounds of calcium per acre. We've run about a total of about almost 4 minutes, and we are collecting either the runoff or the infiltration of these. So let's start out by far left, that we have a fairly balanced soil as far as base saturation. The very front is the runoff. The back part is the infiltration. We've been measuring these, and we have found that the runoff is less, about half of what we see in some of the other treatments, but we don't have any infiltration. What we think is happening is that the soil is actually storing that water. Second one, when we added 50 pounds of more magnesium, we've got a slightly more runoff of water, but we do have some infiltration, and if you notice, it's fairly clear. So we're not probably holding quite as much water when we applied 50 pounds more of magnesium. Now, when we applied 250 pounds of magnesium, we get a lot more runoff, but we also are starting to get a lot more infiltration. Again, we're not holding as much water as we did when we had more of a balanced system. Now, when we start applying 1,000 pounds of magnesium, we really got that base saturation changed quite a bit. We've gotten a lot of runoff, and starting to get quite a bit of infiltration, but it's all dirty. What's that tell us? The soil particles are not stable, and they're running right through the soil profile. Now, what was surprising at first was when we applied the 800 pounds of calcium as calcium sulfate or gypsum, we've got a lot of runoff. And this has happened every time. And you want to think more the better, but what has happened, we've got our base saturation of calcium up so high now that it's blocking the traction of the clay particles, that we can't have good aggregate stability anymore. So the water is running off or going through and taking the soil with it. So this is showing us that as we got too much magnesium or even too much calcium, we can destroy the aggregate stability, and it results in either more runoff or less water holding capacity of our soil.